You know, there are many profound questions that could be and might be asked. But I think the most profound question of all would be, is time real? And more than that, what is time exactly? And how am I going to measure it accurately? And what instruments am I going to need to measure time itself? Suppose at 20 years old, you had the ability to measure time. And then again, when you were 50 years old, you again had the ability to measure time. Would it be the same? Would the calculation work out to be exactly the same? Remember, you went from 20 years to 50 years old, and time is going to have a profound difference upon you depending upon your age when the measurement was taken. Time, elusive. You know, there are some people that'll tell you that we are living in a simulation and that there's no past, there's no present, there's no future. Everything is happening at once. So the past is alive as it was then, now, and the future is also alive, although we have yet to perceive it. Yet just because the future lays beyond our grasp, which is a measurement of time, just because that is so does not mean that that particular time period does not already exist. And what impact will that future time period have upon us as opposed to the time period we are now living in? It's a real can of worms, isn't it? Is time real? Well, I guess it depends on who you ask and maybe the experience level of the person you're asking the question about. Remember, the difference between 20 years old and 50 years old is 30 years. And time has been shifting continually during that time period. But is it shifting the same at 50 as it did at 20? And what about the phenomena of it seems some days last forever, while other days move so quickly that they are almost gone before we get to them? Think about that. And if you could go back in time, what might you change? Let's say, for the sake of giggles, you were able to go back in time and you could change your life as it evolved during that time period. Could that be possible? And if it were, would you still be the person you are today at this moment? Because collectively, all of our experiences, all of our decisions, all of our actions come together to form the person we are now. And if changes were made in our life in the past, would we have evolved to the same person we are right now? It's a real can of worms. Is time real? Well, I'll tell you this. It is absolutely a profound question. And the answer to that is not going to be found in our physical life. It's going to be recognized for the first time in our spiritual life after we pass away. So, while you still can, while there's still time enough left for you to do this, there's that time thing again. Accept and believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Become one of Jesus Christ's own while you still have the time to do this. And don't put this off, because tomorrow is not guaranteed to anyone. Until next time, this is Stephen. Talk to you when the wind shifts. See ya. Bye.